Hello everyone, welcome on in and happy Monday. Are you... My cat is grooming my hand right now. Just,
Oh no.
he's not trying to. It just happens when he is grooming his face and he continues to lick when his paw is over his ear. So he just licked my hand. Anywho, we're back.
Gross.
Some more Eberron... I don't even know.
Eberron.
My cat just sniffed his foot. Apparently, that's a thing we do now. I don't.
Oh no.
Cat cheese.
Basically, I don't know what he's doing. Anyway, hello, welcome on in. We're back with some Eberron Noir stuff, and the party is currently in Patragon. But before that, we have some stuff to go through, so Twitch doesn't yell at me. The music you're listening to right now is, let me grab the name, City Walk by John Patitucci from YouTube Library. The sound effects and music during the game will be by Sirenscape. The overlay starting student screen and any maps, be it city maps or combat encounter possibility maps, were made by me in Incarnate. This image I took from Google. I don't know. Made it sadly because there was no credit. Probably AI. Don't like AI, but you know. What else? Oh yeah. If you want to know what you can do to help or hinder the party during the game, you can type in !perks in the chat to see how you can use your channel points. All the art, not this image of the city right now, but all other art, no, all character art was made by Nathan. Terris's avatar was made by Jeanette Mocha.
Yes.
And the, nope, that way. Small chest weasel down that Romulus has was made by Pointy Hat
Weasel.
Studios.
Evil little thing that it is.
I am rusty. I haven't done any D&D for like 2 weeks now. It's weird.
Oh no.
Quick announcements before we get started. Tomorrow I will be over at Corsair's Cove, being the game master as part of their Candlekeep Christmas, and we will be doing some Vaesen stuff. That's gonna be fun. We're gonna take some D&D characters and throw them into alternate Earth.
Oh no.
So that's gonna be fun. And then on Thursday, we're going to continue our journey through Path of Exile 2, the early access of that. And then on Friday, provided the fix I managed to get in Baldur's Gate 3, we're going to do some more Minstrel Mischief. That
Yay.
Friday is going to be the last stream for New Year's. So we're going to take 2 weeks off. But then we're going to be returning in the new year with more 8 coins for the ferryman, more Rails of Mourning, and some other fun stuff. So if you want to come over and check out new stuff, we do have a Discord where you can find that. If you want to see what you've missed, you can check out our YouTube channel where all of these VODs go up after they've been edited. And I think that's it. So let's pop around the table, introduce everyone, and then get the recap going. And let's start with Andy. Who are you and who are you playing?
I have no idea. I was dead at the time.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Oh no.
Terris.
Hello, I am Sir Terris, your friendly neighborhood ferret. Today I am playing the albino drow bard Orin Weaver.
Um,
and his menagerie.
yes. Oh yeah, you still have the monkeys, don't you?
I think so.
I don't remember which ones you had last time. Oh yeah, no, you had the giant ape when you were
Yes.
playing with the door.
Very disgruntled giant ape.
Yup. Psycole.
Hi, I'm Psycole. I am playing Remus Del Dawn, the what am I? Kalistar Barbarian. Sorry, it's been a while. It's been a day. I'm a Kalistar Barbarian, and occasionally a Doormaster Supreme.
I would say currently, but you know.
The disguise self only lasts an hour, so if we're now in the tavern, he's probably not got the disguise up. So it's just randomly walking around with a door.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah, he's. And Nat.
Hello, I am Nathan. I play Romulus Doldorn, the Kalashtar Hexblade Warlock, and the other half of the Kalashtar duo. Yeah. Yeah.
And hello,
Lindsay's.
I am Ardana or Joe or you there if a lot of my players have any say in it. I am the GM and channel runner around these parts. And
Oh,
why thank you.
it's fine.
Sorry.
I just smacked my cat in the head with a drink.
Oh no.
She's fine.
Yeah. Time for some. I am rusty with introductions. It's been a weekend. It's been.
So let's try this then. Hey ho, let's go.
Yes, let's. Okay.
Because the Blitzkrieg bop.
As per usual, one of you get to do a recap to get yourself a point of inspiration that you can use for any role in the game. And normally it's Psycole doing the recaps.
I don't remember this breakfast. Give me a break.
I mean,
2
I'm not
seconds,
saying
2
it's a
seconds. Finding notes.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing, because Psycole also uses the inspiration all of the time. So, you know.
I mean, to be fair, I normally never do because I don't remember to check that I got those things.
I just
And
don't
also,
have
I
the
don't take notes.
memory. I just don't have the memory for that at the moment because I am usually up very, very early to play this game.
Yes, it is extremely early where Terris is at.
It's just hit 5:47. The sun is just coming up.
Oh, that's too early. Having said that, I was awake at 5:30 this morning, so that's fine. Yeah. It's
I
still
haven't
too
been to
early.
bed yet. I'll go to bed after this.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Terris. Okay, so last time on Rails of Mourning, we picked over the corpse of the Periton that we had been fighting. And we came to. Hold on a minute, is this the same? No, this is the right notes. Good, cool. We carved up some of the Periton meat to cook for some provisions, and we carried on moving. Craren had a date with some will-o-wisps that kind of confused him, and he continued to observe them. And then we encountered a door, the bane of all D&D parties, and probably spent about 2 hours exploring said door and what it contained, which was a magical little
Door.
portal that speeds up time. Door. A magical portal to effectively a root cellar that has some time-bending effects in it that we did some experimentation in and with, which included placing Oren inside it for a brief period of time, and also putting Oren's giant ape inside it for a prolonged period of time. Well, 5 minutes. and then we broadly, I think that was it 1 minute equals about 60 minutes inside was where we got to. I think was what we kind of worked out. It'll take a bit of speeding up and some weird jargon.
Yep.
Yes.
And after we decided that we were going to carry the door with us, Remus is now the pack mule extraordinaire. We moved off towards the city that we were going towards. Given that Remus has got a bit of a bounty on his head, he disguised himself as a rather eccentric old man and spent most of the time walking around with the door shouting, door, door, door. And Oren, I believe, went off and disguised himself as
A little old lady.
a little old lady to be Remus's companion. So
Yes.
we have two eccentric people disguised walking around the place. We didn't go to the post office, but we did go to the post office. But we also went to the general goods store where we were arranging some equipment that we wanted, including a mule including a donkey or some mules and a cart to start carrying all of our shit in it, including the door.
Yes.
We paid Jonas, the general goods dude, handsomely. Hold on, he was an orc. Where was the notes? There it is. Paid handsomely, and he has agreed to arrange all of our equipment for us. And whilst we go off to the inn to sleep off the night, and I believe we chose to go to the Wharfside Inn.
Yes.
That sounds right.
We have paid for 3 pints of ale and a thing of stew, as well as breakfast and board for the morning. And I do not know where we are right now.
All right. Yep, that sounds about right. You can take a point of inspiration for that one.
Having said that I use it, I don't think I actually used it last time.
Oh no.
2
And
seconds.
contrary to what I said, I actually used it last time.
Oh, no, I didn't. I did use it last time. I have it again. Brilliant. Thank you very much.
Sweet.
Nice. All right. Then, if we are all as comfortable as we are going to get, let's get this adventure started. That's not where I clicked to let you hear that. That's where I clicked to let you hear that.
How dare you?
Let's grab this.
Who are you people and where is my horse?
Right.
I don't know where your horse is, but I know where mine are.
But is it amazing though?
One of them's pretty amazing.
Oh,
All right.
nay, it
Pretty
isn't.
so-so.
Sorry, it's Panto season.
Millennial humor and age-old memes. Ha, how it warms the heart. You can actually create the Badger song in Baldur's Gate 3 without repeating a single Badger.
What?
I'll get that at some other point. I'll show you. But yes,
VCR clock blinks.
yes. Romulus. Despite the cube of warmth held by Craren not too far away from you, you find yourself shivering at the sight of the ice-cold lake ahead of you. Cold winds sweep up from its frozen beaches, and as you approach the Wharfside Inn, you can see the steel blue waves lapping at frost-covered fishing boats. The late afternoon streets are almost deserted around you. Grizzled people, fishermen, stall owners, farmers, are staring at you. Suspicion and curiosity evident in life-jaded eyes. All your life seemed to have been surrounded by walls. First the tall walls of the lower city of Sharn. Now the walls seem to have been seems to be made out of the suspicion of the stranger encroaching into the familiar. You can feel a slight stirring from Lunette, but she keeps her calm, and that is slightly more worrying than if she was going on her usual tantrums. The sight of the Wharfside Inn is comforting against the winds blowing by. A rectangular building with a thatch roof. On the wharf side of it, it reaches almost all the way down to the ground, a barrier against the wind and the snow. On your side, it's kind of strangely built. Let me see. The bottom of it seems to be almost perfectly rectangular, but in the thatch roof you can see windows poking out, as if a smaller second story exists. As you push open the doors, a wave of warmth and noise slams into you. All four of you. What would you like to do?
Where exactly is this?
Let me put you guys on the map. So, that's not where
Guess-
it is.
I need to bang the set more than normally, so yeah, I'm sorry if I'm a bit off.
No, that's fine. If you, I put you guys on the map where you're at, so you should be able to see here. It's called the Wharfside Inn, and from it, it's kind of a slope down towards the lake. And you can see a few brick houses intermingled with the thatched roofs that are the most common in this area. Down by the docks, you see frost-covered planks and crates and barrels that seem to be more like catching the snow than being of any use to anyone, really. But it's a few hundred feet between the Wharfside Inn and the actual docks. But you are on this side right now.
About how long have we been in the city at this point, or town at this point?
I'd say
Yes.
with going to the store with picking up your stuff, I'd say an hour and a half. So your disguise would have dropped.
Okay, cool. Did I leave the door with the general goods guy? Because otherwise I'm just a guy walking around with a door, a warhammer, and a great axe all strapped to his back.
That is up to
Perfectly
you.
normal.
You could probably have asked him to put it in the cart, because he was bringing over the carts and the cart and the mules to the inn.
Let's assume I did that because I don't want to have to sit there and think about the fact that I'm walking around with a door, which would probably be about 6 foot to 2 meters tall at this point.
I mean, at the
Yeah.
same time, don't forget to pet the door.
Public displays of affection are not something that Remus does.
Not more of a to keep up the act.
I mean, I don't need to keep up the act because I am no longer disguised as weird doorman.
That is also fair.
Yeah.
It's
Alright.
going to be very confusing when he turns up at the tavern in the morning.
True. So let me put you guys on the map for the Wharfside Inn. Hello, can we? Thank you. Roll 20.
Oh, I
Ye-
see.
yes,
There we are.
it's very squashed.
Oh wow.
The inn itself takes out a lot of space.
Fish.
It's bigger on the inside.
I love that technology.
There you
Oh
go.
dear.
Because I did say you opened the door. So, yeah.
Excellent. Yes, Aaron just says that he, though at this point he is still disguised as a little old lady, is just looking forward to a nice, comfortable bed that is not the floor.
So, are you guys just standing in the doorway or are you walking inside? Because you're letting the warmth out.
Aaron will wander in.
We're not heating the whole of the town.
Aaron will wander in and he'll sort of peer around, see what kind of patronage they've got right now.
All right. So, as you are looking around inside, you see, first of all, at the bar, you see a late middle-aged woman with a rather nice-looking dress on. Let me grab that for you. She has a nice smiling face and a shawl around her head. You can tell that she's probably had to deal with a lot, and looking at you, she has one eyebrow raised and you get a sense that she is keeping
Not
her cool.
normally catching visitors in this fashion.
No, not really. There you go. There she is.
She looks oddly familiar.
Yeah, I know. And eyebrow raised in your direction, just... Oh, well, hello there's. If you wouldn't mind closing the door, the wind is gnarly.
Oh, of course, of course. And he will wander back, close the door, and then wander forward again. Just, I'm looking for accommodation for my me and my traveling companions.
Well, then you've come to the right place, dear. We can do accommodation, we can do food, drinks.
Yes. All of that, please.
Excellent.
Purring cats everywhere.
Now, there are just the four of you?
Yes, I believe so.
All right. Well, we do have several rooms available.
Just the four of us. Were you expecting a larger party?
We don't get many travelers here, and whatever travelers we get tend to be in large groups. The roads are not safe now. Well, they weren't safe during the war, and they still aren't safe now after it. Especially if you're carrying goods.
Oh, yes, of course. We're just, well, see. It's a bit of a long story. I won't bother you with it, but, we're just, passing through. We need, we'll need... How long do you guys think we'll need here, by the way? Are we going to be using this as a base of operations, as we travel out and back, or how is this working?
I thought it was just going to be for the night, because then we're going to be
The
heading.
night, right.
Yeah,
Yep.
so you have...
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
You've
Yeah.
paid for the night, you paid for a hot meal in the evening, and you've paid for breakfast. I
Excellent,
remember you
excellent.
did that last time, so
Yep. So yeah, should this be? Yes, we're only here for the night. We're just passing through.
excellent, excellent. Oh, we do have rooms available. That's not a problem. And you can like looking around, you get the scent of junipers and thyme and root vegetables and some kind of salty, like salted fish kind of scent. Not like spoiled fish, but like very
Salted? Yeah.
distinctly, this is fish.
Yes.
Much like fishlish.
Yes. Although, no. But yes.
So yeah, Aaron will just say, so what is on the menu for dinner tonight, dear?
We do have a fish stew. If that is to your liking. It comes with freshly baked bread and some cheese.
That sounds delightful.
Well, for all four of you, grab a table and I can come out with it for you, if you wish.
How about you strapping lads? What will you have the same?
I think so. Sounds delightful.
Most
Excellent.
definitely.
All right, I will bring out 4 bowls of stew, bread and cheese for everyone as well. And what would you like to drink? We have ale and some wine, I think. And that's about it. Unless you want water, we got plenty of water.
I will take a water, dear.
All right.
There's nothing fishy about the ale, is there?
There might be fish in the ale.
Oh no. Oh, well, we have ale that it's not the best, and then we have ale that is pretty good.
Well, I'll take the shit stuff.
All
I'll have
right.
water, please.
Well, find yourselves a seat, and I will come out with whatever drinks you want. I'm sorry. Dark-haired elf man and are the two of you twins by chance?
We are. Not very often
We're
people. Not. We are not. Apparently.
All right. The other strapping man with different colored eyes. I didn't catch what you wanted.
You're talking to me.
Yes.
Water, please.
All right then.
Excellent.
I don't know why that tickled me so much.
And yeah, as you walk down and find yourselves at the table, you look around and there are not that many patrons in right now. You have an older gentleman sitting at the bar at one of the bar stools, currently strumming on what seems to be a kind of a stringed kind of a lute-looking thing. That's a little bit too cheerful, but let's roll with it. He is like almost completely bald. This gentleman with just a little bit of a white ring short cropped white ring of hair around his head. Dressed in nice looking, but kind of like nicely made, but plain looking clothes. And just plucking at whatever the stringed instrument is.
As a bard looking at that, would I know what it is?
You can make me a... What would that be?
It's a
History check.
plink-a-plonk.
It's a history check.
Plink, plink. History check. Where is our... It's taking
Music, you said?
Yes.
That's an 18 for history.
Give me a moment. Cat is... destroying my...
In fact, that's a natural 18 for 18.
Why can't I remember the name now? Come on. You are not helping, Google.
So you're just gonna make the cat to be my problem instead?
Yes.
A problem shared is a problem halved.
I mean, I feel in this particular instance, it's more of a sharing. It's just doubling it.
Okay, my brain just completely forgot the name of the instrument I'm thinking of. It's
Let's call it a shamisen.
that's close enough. I was thinking about the Chinese equivalent.
I do not know how to pronounce it, but it's spelled ARHU.
Yes, that's one. That's
Yeah.
the one I was thinking of.
Hmm.
Like an eru or something like that. I don't know how to pronounce it either.
Yeah.
So, you know. But yes, you recognize it. It's not very common at all. It's from the like more of a Zendrick. Well, actually, you're from yeah, being from Zendrick, you would have recognized it. It's very common in the harbor towns, but not common at all in Corvair.
Is this man human?
Yeah, it looks human.
Is this instrument a typically human instrument, or is it more favored by, say, elves or drow?
It's probably more common among drow, but you've seen a lot of people like in the harbor towns of northern Zendrick. Basically every bard learns how to play it.
That's fair. So, yeah, he'll keep an eye on it, but will not approach just yet.
Yep. Just behind you sits a halfling woman. Just behind Yoren. At the other table sits a halfling woman. Like thick woolen coat on. And hair pulled back by a equally thick woven like bandana type thing, covered by a beanie. And across from you, over here, you see an older looking human male and a half elf woman with red hair. Both of them looking like weathered, like they used to working outside in any weather. And after a few moments, you can tell that they're like, giving you glances, pretending not to care.
As Remus sits down, there's a series of like funk, like thumping noises as he drops the warhammer, the axe, and his pack on the floor behind him.
Okay. Yeah, you definitely get looks from that, and the halfling woman gets up and takes 2 quick strides across the table and sits down so she can see you instead of having her back to you. And from the kitchen you hear like from the bar area you hear the lady who was at the bar just go, "Oi! Don't!" Just points at the halfling. And she
Don't.
comes out with a large tray filled with like bowls and a chunk of bread and a chunk of cheese on it. Walking over, you can see that she is carrying herself like straight back and really weathered hands, limping slightly as she walks, but she just plops down the tray on the table with a heavy thunk. And just, it's been a while since I had to carry that.
Oh, I hope you haven't strained yourself.
Oh, no. Don't worry about me. It's, normally it's only like 1 or 2 people who want all of this. But if you want to be a dear and help me carry your drinks, I wouldn't say no, especially not with a strapping young man like you. No, wait. No. Retconning that. You're still... No, you wouldn't still be in disguise, would you?
I didn't use disguise self. I donned a disguise using a disguise kit.
Yes. So, never mind. Well...
He's stuck like that until he can get into his room.
Fair enough. Rewinding that, I wouldn't mind some help from any of the strapping young men that you have with you, or if you want to be helping a weather-worn sister, I wouldn't say no.
And he's going to, with a great groan and sort of tottering legs, pull himself up off the bench and sort of
I'll
wobble
help too.
unsteadily forward.
I'll help too.
All right.
I volunteer.
All right. So you walk back over to the bar. The woman disappears into the kitchen for a moment, then comes back out with another tray. This laden down with large, what looks like tankards. Three with water? What did Craren want?
Yes.
All right. So 3 with water, 1 with ale, and just holds it out for anyone to grab.
I will grab the waters.
Okay. Oren?
Yes, water for Oren too.
Yeah, but no, so Romulus grabs 2. There are 3 tankards of water. Are you grabbing all 3, or are you grabbing 2 of them?
They've got like a, I'm guessing like a
Yeah.
hand, like a decent hand. I should be able to grab all 3.
Okay. Yep, no problem. And we lost Psycole. Oh well, he will be back soon. He'll be back. And Oren, you grab the ale, or?
Yes, I will grab the. I'll grab the ale, though I'm not drinking the ale.
Okay. And she looks at you as, well, that's nice people you're traveling with. Just let me know if there's anything else you want.
We'll be sure to. Thank you very much.
Of course, of course. Thank you, dear.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome. And she leaves you to your own devices for now, but you can tell that she's like keeping an eye on everyone in this inn. All right. The stew is put down in front of you and smells pretty good. It's like rich chunks of some form of previously dried fish that you can probably tell has been left to rehydrate in the broth as it was
Ooh,
cooking.
delicious.
Big chunks of root vegetables and what seems to be like a cream added to the broth at some point.
I
I mean,
Oren once. Go ahead.
yeah, at this point, by player reaction more than anything, but we're in a weird place, and you're
Yes.
saying they are adding cream. What kind of animal is around to produce cream?
I mean, from what
The
you
cheese
saw,
as well, not to mention the cheese.
let's not talk about weird ways to get cheese.
Oh no.
Me and Terris have trauma from that. A campaign we played in, you milked cheese from animals.
Wait,
And
what?
the only way to get milk was from humans. It was strange. Anyway. But no, looking around from when you were walking through this town, you did see a couple of cows. But you also know that they have horses, so either horse or cow's milk. Might be a goat somewhere. You haven't seen any though.
As long as they haven't felt the need to milk the bull, Crane is happy.
No, there was no bull involved in that.
Thank
you. You're very welcome. So, the water is not ice cold, but cold. You gather it's probably been collected quite recently. Remus, the ale is okay. Because you picked the shitty type, right?
I went with the cheap stuff first. Or I assume
Yeah.
it's the cheap stuff.
Yeah, it's the cheap stuff.
So, does it taste like ale?
It's
a
ale.
fermented beverage.
It's a fermented
After 2
beverage.
After
Yeah.
2 and a bit weeks
Is it
of drinking
fermented
coffee
panther
or
piss?
water, I'm sure that it tastes absolutely blissful.
Oh yeah, it's like,
That's a good.
not to name brands, but it's kind of watery. But it's ale. It's quite distinctly ale. It's alcoholic. It tastes like malt, and you figure that you might be drunk off of it if you drink enough.
I mean, his plan was to start with the shit stuff, see what everyone else was drinking, which appears to be water, and then use the money he's already put aside to buy everyone 3 ales each to start on the nice stuff afterwards.
Yes. Yeah. But it's like when you go out for pints and someone buys a Carlsberg and decides to share.
Ew.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah. And I'm from Sweden. I can say that.
No.
But yeah, it's ale. It's not water, and it's not that bad. The stew is pretty good. It's warming, it's hearty, it's good.
You mean besides the
chewy
fact
bits.
that Carlsberg is a Danish beer?
I know. I
She
know.
knows.
And sitting there near the fireplace, you can feel it's getting a little bit uncomfortable. Sitting this close to the open fireplace, considering that you still have Crayon's cube of warming, and it's starting to get a little bit toasty. Not too bad. It doesn't get hotter than 35, but you're wearing outdoor clothing.
We're
And
thawing.
yeah, you're thawing, you're wearing outdoor clothing, you're also eating hot stew, and Remus is drinking alcohol and then probably giving the rest of you alcohol because he paid for it.
They don't want it, it's mine.
Fair. But yeah, you're getting warm. And you're starting to feel a little bit like, you know, that half drowsy sensation you get when you come in from outside and you're sitting really close to a warm place. And
Yes.
after a hour or so, the half-elf woman gets up, finishes tankard, slams it on the table, and gives the lady at the bar a nod, and then she walks out the door after giving all the four of you a quick glance. The guy at the bar is currently half asleep on his stool, still randomly plucking at the stringed instrument. I need to find out how that is pronounced. But an eru, I'm guessing, because that's how it's spelled in Western alphabet.
Romanized.
Yes, thank you, Romanized. And the old lady comes over to your table once again and just, so, anything else I can get you?
Nothing for me, thank you, dear.
Right. So then she leans over a little bit, looks over at Remus's gear on the ground. You don't happen to be people willing to do a service for money?
What kind of service were you considering, dear?
Remus would splutter on his ale and just say, I have a friend who would probably be more than happy to proposition you.
Oh my.
They're not with us at the moment.
Oren is
but
going
he-
to give you
but
a
he-
look because he's fairly certain you're talking about him, and he's a
Oh
little
no,
offended.
Remus is staring directly at Oren.
Oh. Let me check something real quick. All right.
Oh no.
The older woman just looks at Remus and just, really now? I mean, I haven't had a suitor in a while. But that wasn't really the service I was looking for. See, I have a pest problem.
Define
I
pest.
I can put him out for you if he's annoying you.
Well, this building here has a, we have a wine cellar. Where I also store some root vegetables and all. You don't need to know all that stuff. But below that is a cavern, with some stuff in it. Now, I was renting that out to a dear friend of mine for a few years. And then he didn't show up. I was told he was killed during the final days of the last war, and he never has sent someone to collect his pet. Now that pet has gone feral in my basement.
What kind of pet is it, dear?
I never asked. It was part of the deal. I just know that a lot of dead bats have showed up in my basement.
Dead bats. So you want us to deal with undead bats, or?
I would like you, if at all possible, and I can pay you, if you could. I don't mind the bats. The bats are fine, they keep the insects out of my cellar. I do mind the thing that keeps killing them and leaving them in my wine cellar like a cat trying to prove a point. So?
Well, what do you think, lads? Do you think we can help the lady?
I think we can lend our services.
Remus almost immediately stands up, downs his ale, and picks up the warhammer.
There's no hurry. If you want to, take some time to recover and have a rest, or you do have rooms for the night, that's fine. But yes, if you want to, that is also fine. I can show you how to get there. It's really quite easy.
The quicker we get this shit done, the quicker I can drink my sorrows.
Oh, of course. I can't understand why a handsome man like you would have sorrows, but then again, I live in a fishing town.
He is chronically single.
Oh, really?
That's going in the book. That's going in the book.
Oh, really now?
Remus pointedly puts his warhammer down on the table and says, I'm yeah, maybe I am.
And that's why they call you handsome.
My God, that's brilliant.
Oh,
Sorry.
wait. So, a gorgeous man like yourself don't have someone waiting for you?
No.
Well then, that's very interesting. Anyway. Well, if all of you are amenable, I will definitely show you how to get to the area of a problem, so to speak. But again,
I'm sure he'd love you to show him your area. Yes.
Interesting lady you travel with, gentlemen. Interesting.
She's a character.
I like her. You got me quite flustered, all of you. I haven't been this flustered in a while. I do apologize. No, well, it's down the trapdoor behind the bar. It's kind of narrow, so we have to walk single file. Hope that's okay. It's kind of steep as well. The ladder is, steep.
These old bones will manage, dear.
All right. Well, if you would follow me then, and you see the this old guy look at the bar, the old woman's. You sending another poor sucker down there, Jerica? Yes, I am. But they're not suckers. Have you seen the hammer on that guy?
That's not a euphemism, is it?
Huh? You don't know.
It's not the size of the tool.
True.
How do you use it?
Well, I have a silver writing on they and not coming back up like the other 3 parties you sent down there. Oh, shush
The
it.
other 3 parties. Now you're making it interesting.
What's down there? Do you know?
Wait, asking me? Oh,
Yes.
I don't know. This priest dude came from the big city, what, to the east, like 20 years or so ago. And Jerica made some deal. She keeps talking about it because whatever is down there now is causing havoc. And, well, the first group were like big, tough young men who wanted to help out this old lady, and, well, one came up and then bled out on the tavern floor.
Oh, goodness.
Sounds like fun.
Second group,
Seems awfully inconvenient. Bleeding out on the floor. Cleaning up is such a
yes,
chore.
yes, it
That's what
was.
prestidigitation. That's what prestidigitation is for, dear.
Not everyone
Blah,
has
blah, blah,
that
blah,
luxury.
blah.
Oh, the second group was a mixed match of, adventuring types, gotten away from the war, were going out to make some coin. I'm sure they're still rotting down there.
Or they've been devoured.
Or that. Don't know. I'm not going down there. Can't pay me to go down there. Oh, you can't pay you to do anything, Marcus. I'm retired. Oh,
Oh, fair.
anyway, if you're still interested in dealing with the problem,
Well, now that it has been presented in such a charming way, well, naturally.
all right. Okay. Well,
Yes, show us your problem. We'll see it smash.
I like that attitude, dear. Well, this way. And she walks over to behind the bar, and you see this trap door over here. A wooden door. Yes?
Let's not question the part where it's casually just a trap door where, other people may or may not have died before. But, we might not.
Yeah.
It's a murder dungeon.
And you see her bend down and just lift this trapdoor up. It's creaking slightly. It looks a little bit heavy, but as she lifts, you can see forearms twisting, the muscles twisting slightly, and you can tell probably someone used to lifting a lot of things. Not in a bulky way, but like sinewy strength. And she disappears down into... you see a ladder leading down, maybe 15 feet or so into the ground. Let me move you guys down there.
Just as Remus is walking towards it, he'll ask Marcus what the name of the guy that the guy that she made the deal with was again. He said it was Reese.
Let me grab that real quick. Where did I put them? No. Oh. If I remember right, his name was Basilio, something like that. Fancy name. Came all the way from on there, if I remember right. Silly.
No.
Some priest guy needed somewhere to hide his pet. Wasn't really my place to ask questions of such a high lord. All right, let's grab.
Right then.
Thank you kindly, sir.
Let's see. She's going to light a torch. Oh, a lantern.
So is this ladder straight down, by the way?
Yeah. You have to actually climb it. Or just slide.
Yes, I was going to say, I think he would sort of toddle over there, make direct eye contact with her hands on the sides, feet on the sides, and slide directly down into the darkness.
Nice. Yeah. Jerica looks at you like, nice. Doesn't do the same. She climbs down.
I'm not retired.
All right. So, holding what looks like a lantern, she walks over to this barrel and pulling a lever on the wall, you see it open, like the front of it open up, and then you see a rope ladder going down into the depths below.
Oh, goodness. Well, I can't slide down that one.
I wouldn't recommend it, dear. The rope splinters are horrible.
Yes.
Well, shall we?
Of course.
All right. So as you Hi, cat. I know. As you one by one descend into the darkness, those of you with dark vision land in a. You can see that you land in what looks like a staircase, surrounded by cliff walls or cavern walls. There is heavy undergrowth of moss and lichen around you, but it's nearly impossible to see anything. Well, 3 of you have dark vision. Remus, are you applying the goggles of night? Let me actually, because you do have the goggles of night, let me give you night vision, because that was one of the things that Remus picked up, that you picked up at the post office. Now, I don't remember what, did you bring your animals, Oren?
I probably would have.
Okay.
I'm not sure how. I know it was 2 of one thing and then a giant ape, and I think it might have been axe beaks. But I can't.
Yeah, let's go
remember.
with that. It's. Do I have axe beak? I think I do.
Yeah, you
do. Oh yeah, in your menagerie. I'm silly. Oran's menagerie. So we're gonna put. Nope, that's not how you do it. One giant ass. No. So the axe beak is not gonna fit.
Oh dear. We'll leave those upstairs then. Outside.
The ape will, however, but the axe
Okay.
beaks are way too big. They are not gonna fit down the rope ladder.
I mean, you could just shove them through and see how they land.
Yeah,
I
like
just
you would
this
have to
image of them-
cram the wings in and just push them down the ladder.
jumping up and down on the axe bigs to get them through the hole.
Yeah. Basically, it would be very much Winnie the Pooh trying to leave Rabbit's house. So as you drop down the ladder, the drop is maybe 20 feet to the position where you're at.
Excellent.
And you land on soft moss. There's some crunching of gravel around your feet, and there is the ruins of a staircase leading down.
Well, shall we?
All right then.
It's only us down here now, right?
And whatever we're here to sort out.
Yeah, exactly. Jerica is
So
not
Oren will
following
drop
you.
Yeah, Oren will drop the straighten himself up and just right. Now let's get the thing.
I feel rather alone.
Oh,
Okay.
Why?
It's a dark screen and it's only Craren on it.
Hold on.
Do you have night vision?
That's better?
I mean, yeah.
Okay. Apparently it gave you dark vision, but your dark vision was 0 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Roll 20. I love it. Um,
Now more of a no other token existed as well, so it's more of a just
yeah.
only Craren and nothing else.
So let me get the dungeon
Yay.
thing going. Okay, so as you are wandering down the steps, Romulus, you find that it's a bit broken, a bit crumbling under your feet. It's a bit like you don't discern colors, even though you have dark vision. You everything is like this black and white kind of.
God, it's so noir down here.
Right?
I love it.
It's ambiance.
Sorry, I missed the description.
Kitty,
Is
kitty,
it quite
kitty.
dark down here then? Is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I gave you the dark vision because you do have the goggles of night.
Yes. So as we get to the bottom, just a brief retcon. Remus would have gone, "Oh, goody! I get to try out my new toy," and it like literally put the goggles on
Yeah.
straight away.
Yeah, and as you put the goggles on straight away, what turns from the only light you have was up from the rope ladder, and in that single pillar of light, there is color. And from Remus' perspective, there was nothing but darkness outside it. And then you put the goggles on, and suddenly you can see all around you. But there's like a grayscale. There's no colors other than that single pillar of light down from where you came.
Okay. He trips down the stairs in shock.
Okay. Give me a dexterity save then.
Oh no.
Let me see. I don't think you. Yeah, no. You managed to keep yourself upright for most of it, but towards the end, your foot gets tangled in a kind of like creeping vine sort of situation, and let me actually. You narrowly managed to avoid face planting on the ape. Instead, you face plant on the ground.
Instantly
Half the course for Remus's and dex saves when it comes to tripping.
Yep.
It's a thing at this point.
You
The
okay
whole-
there, mate?
Yeah, just getting used to these goggles. I didn't realize everything was so two-dimensional and black and white. You could actually see in the dark and didn't use a torch.
Well, it won't do you any good to fall flat on your face and, shove them into your eye sockets. You all right?
Yep, I'm all good.
Need help
He
up?
kind of jumps up and dusts himself off.
All right.
And
Cool.
does a couple of test swings of the warhammer. It's like, right, what are we smashing?
You going to be all right fighting with those on?
I mean, as long as no one takes it off, I'm fine.
If they do, he's sparked.
All right. Looking around, you see what looks like broken, like pale sand covering the whole area. It's sparkling white stone.
Ooh.
And looking directly to your left, coming down the stairs, you see what looks like old ruins of a building, a large building, partially obscuring what's behind it. And further down, and then as you're facing that, to your immediate left is a large dead tree with orbs hanging from the tree with something glowing inside of them. Only...
What's that glowy tree?
Can't say I've seen anything like it before.
From what you can tell, only 2 of those orb-looking things are still glowing, but you can see around them there are similar that seem to have gone out. Now let's see, your dark vision is... Yeah, it would just be within your visual range, Oren.
Excellent.
The hanging orbs are skulls.
Oh.
My ferret
Charming.
self knows what this is. Can I do a roll to see if my Orin self knows what this is?
Give me an Arcana or Religion check.
Those are both zeros. Let's go with Arcana. I rolled a natural 13 for 13. I've rolled in the wrong chat.
Yes.
I've rolled in the wrong thing, so I
No, that's
can
fine.
roll again if you'd prefer.
No, I trust you. With a 13, you know that there are several more obscure practices that use this kind of iconography with the glowing skulls, and you also have vague memories of certain creatures being turned into these type of creatures, or like skulls, glowing skulls. Looking closer, you see that it looks like the light is coming from inside it.
This is what we would say officially not good.
In the business.
Why? What do you see?
Glowy skull tree. Not good. Should set it on fire, I think.
Remus gives some serious side eye to Craren, like that comment.
Fire, you say?
What? Inundated with fire seems to be this one.
Remus, from where you're standing, you can see, if you're facing the staircase, to your left side, you see what looks like the beginnings of an underground lake. And further down, let me check. It's telling me that you should be able to see that, but let me actually double check. Yeah, just within the visual range of the goggles, you see what looks like a large humanoid form looming out of the shadows.
Oh, humanoid.
Remus will kind of point out the humanoid form, and so something looks like it's over there. Anyone got a better view?
What direction?
He will point towards it.
So it would be the northeast, like a northeast direction on the map. And yeah, Oren, with your superior dark vision, it looks like something wearing heavy armor coming out of the shadows. It's not moving. Kind of hard to tell with the shadows being what they are, even with your dark vision. But not moving, seemingly wearing heavy armor. And stock still. You can also see the lake is gently moving, and from over here you see what looks like a tiny like stream coming down.
Oren would relay this to anyone who doesn't have superior dark vision.
Yep. Let me actually check something. Yeah, with your dark vision, you see more humanoid figures down here. Down to the southeast.
If I can see this one here.
Yep.
Can I attempt to mind link with it, see if it is like a living thing?
You don't get a link at all.
A link, okay. I think it might be a statue. I'm not linking, not getting anything.
Then I think we're probably fine. I'm mostly concerned about that tree.
So, can you kind of give us a little bit more information about that tree? Like, how is it bad? Why is it bad?
I mean,
Why
why should we burn it down? I mean, as much as we all love a bonfire.
For one, it's and what exactly was it? It was what impression did I get from that? That some kind of
with a 13, you know of like several cults, both to the Devourer, which is a member of the Dark Six, but also the Blood of Vol. Kind of use skulls in their iconography. The Blood of Vol, you would know, came towards the last parts of the last war, and is the reason why the country of Carnath used undead soldiers in the last war.
Oh. So he's just going to say, yeah, weird scully tree, probably pretty culty, and needs to die, so kill it with fire?
Yeah, with a 13 you would also know that there are some creatures, undead creatures, that look like skulls and float. But you're not entirely sure what they're called or why you remember it. You've heard stories at some point.
Yeah, I think it was a drunk bard told some story about floaty skull creatures. Not saying that's what's on the tree, but not saying that it's not what's on the tree, you know? So again, kill it with fire. Yeah.
Okay.
So what you're saying is rather safe than sorry because weird skull things something.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and get a closer look at this statue.
Okay. Yeah. As you walk up to it, you start to discern more details to it. And standing next to it, the statue is easily like 6'5", and broken in several places. It looks like it's made out of a type of like gray marble. And very finely detailed. You can see like tiny little details on the hilt, like it's holding a sword like this, and you can see like the details of the hilt between the fingers. Very finely made, and very old, probably, based on the damage to it.
Very immaculate. I wonder why it's doing down here. Is there any kind of writing or like any sort of like engravings on it that can determine like who this person could have been, or?
Give me an investigation check.
Investigation. I have absolutely no idea.
Yeah, no, it looks old. It kind of familiar, but you can't place it.
Is the figure? I mean, it's in a suit of armor, so we couldn't tell if it's humanoid, orc, elvish.
It looks like heavy set humanoid. It has like a humanoid shape, 2 arms, 2 legs, head kind of situation, but with a full helmet on and full armor, you can't tell what they are supposed to represent.
Do we, looking at it, recognize the cultural significance of the armor, perhaps?
Give me a history check. See if you recognize the
You're
armor.
making me roll all the fun checks today.
Yes.
Would Craren have any reason to know why you would have a finely crafted statue essentially in the middle of nowhere, because this is underground where no one in particular would?
Give me a history or religion check. Oren, he looks like whoever this was that got depicted
Equally sucked.
looks rich. It was fine armor.
But we're rolling amazing, just saying.
Yeah. I mean, culty people hide on the ground. Maybe it was that. You're not sure. Someone with a lot of time and money on their hands, probably, but a long time ago.
This is so helpful.
You rolled a 7. What do you want?
I know, but it's like, hi, this is old stone. But yes, we knew that.
It's old magic.
What more is there to learn? My brain doesn't brain.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to have a look on the other side, see if there's anything we missed.
I mean, I can give you that you don't recognize the type of armor that is wearing.
I mean, is there anything on the ground around it besides the statue itself that would, hi, we also made offerings here kind of stuff?
You can see some broken stones from the statue itself and animal bones, like smaller animal bones.
Yeah, Craren's reasoning here is more of a, would this have been a place of worship? It seems important.
Looking around, you see what looks like burned out candles around the base of it. So, probably at some point.
At which point, yeah.
I have a couple small questions. For
Yes.
the DM.
Okay.
Question 1. How long did the lady say that this pet has been living down here?
Since the last war, which is 4 years.
4 years. Question 2.
Yes.
Does this area smell like an animal has been living here for 4 years?
Actually, give me a perception check.
Okay. Perception.
Yeah, with the 16, looking around, trying to discern, you get a kind of a scent that tingles your nose, kind of burning a little bit in your nose hairs, and looking around, you hear chittering. Looking up, you see, like, almost the entire ceiling is covered in hanging bats.
Oh.
Guano.
Yes.
And I don't think Aron has speak with animals, does he? Or
No,
does he?
Remus does have beast sense though, but you know, you have to touch it for that. Okay, Romulus, what were you checking? I say as I realized you were chewing.
I was
Nom,
just
nom,
gonna-
nom, nom.
Nom 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 nom. I was just having a look on the see if there's anything on the back that we might have missed,
Okay.
if anything.
Give me another perception or investigation check.
So this statue is just a piece of rock and not a solidified what used to be a human. Or humanoid-esque thing.
From what you can tell, it comes with a platform to stand on. From what you can see, it's a statue,
I mean,
not a petrified
plinth.
human.
I mean, plinth, if you wish.
Yeah, it's a plinth. It stands on a plinth. From what you can tell, statue, not petrified human. Looking around the back where you're at, you see that where you're standing currently, at some point, the wall caved in. So it kind of looks like a secondary entrance or primary, because you know, staircase. Not entirely sure, but it's been there for a while, and like it's almost solid with the rest of the cavern wall. But with a 16, you notice there's slight difference in the shades of gray, where it looks like more like a cave-in than an actual cavern wall. I know, Cat. Hi.
I'll be right back.
Um.
I have a beast to slay.
No, no.
Remus, what are you doing?
I'm hoping Oren will have pointed out the bats, and therefore,
yes.
and therefore Remus will have started ritually casting Speak with Animals.
All right.
Whilst Romulus was investigating, and then once it's finished casting, he will literally shout out to one of the bats. No, he'll mentally connect with one of the bats.
Yeah, don't shout out. That'll be.
And,
All right.
And go, wakey, wakey, I need to chat with you.
No.
I just need a moment of your time.
Sleepy.
I could make it worth your while.
Listening.
We've been sent down here to investigate something that keeps killing you guys and potentially dispatch it. Any thoughts?
Head MP.
But excuse me?
What dispatch?
Kill.
Oh.
/ remove.
Oh, you killed Toothy Thing.
Kill Toothy Thing. Okay. And
Yes.
when you say Toothy Thing, you mean...
Right.
Okay. And where is Toothy Thing?
Near upside.
And what is upside?
The way sun goes at day.
Oh,
We fly to
and
the sun.
Yes.
Where
and-
the
and-
sun goes to sleep, that's where we fly.
Okay. And whereabouts is that in the cave in relation to the stairs?
About here. So this is northwest. So somewhere along the western side. You gather.
So the teethy thing is over there, and it keeps killing you and taking you upstairs and dropping you off upstairs.
Take away, yes.
My friend was concerned about the tree. and the
Bright.
skull.
It's bright. We kill the bright. Less bright.
Okay. And is there anything across this lake water that we should be worried about?
It's cold. Very cold. Very cold.
Yes.
That's it.
Okay.
You killy glowy tree?
Do you want Glowy Tree killed?
The teethy thing might not like it. Great granddad said Big Bad Man put it there.
Okay. Big bad. How long does a bat live?
About 5 years, maybe?
That's life.
Yeah.
Up to 20 years. Actually.
What kind of bats are these then?
I just typed in bat, so don't know what specific. According to Wikipedia.
Yeah, they can live between 4 and 30 years in the wild, depending on the species.
That's so helpful.
Mhm.
You gather these are probably not that.
These are the short-lived kinds.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you. We shall see about the teethy thing and the tree and destroying and or removing both.
Thank you. Price?
The death and destruction of the two things that keep killing you.
Oh. Okay.
Incidentally, the people that came before us.
Mm.
Any idea where they were? They are.
Mm.
It might be in your father's or grandfather's time. We were not specific on duration when we were talking to the barkeep.
Oh, the racing-looking ones are by the toothy thing, and the skelly ones are in the lake. Do you have raisins?
The what? Raisins?
Yes, I like raisins.
I mean, and he'll dig into his package. It's probably like some sort of trail mix that they've got.
Yeah.
Part of their mix,
Oh,
right?
trail mix.
It's like, I mean, like, sure. Where would you like it?
Hold up.
Okay, he'll open the packet or whatever, and kind of like hold his hand up in the air.
You hear a whoosh, just a whooshing sound past you as one of the bats drop down, flutter a little bit, and then swoop by, and you hear a little in the bag, and then the bat swoops away again. Thank you.
Remus, having done this weird statue and talking thing mentally throughout this whole thing, turns to the guys and says, "So the bats say the bad guy's over there."
Noted. That is the most adorable bat I've ever heard.
They also mentioned that there are skeletons in the lake
Oh.
from a from some of the previous people that were here.
Mm-hmm.
There are some slightly prunish people by where the bad guy is, the toothy thing that keeps killing them, and they would very much like the tree to be disappeared.
Noted. Well,
The toothy thing.
Yes.
Do we have any description of this toothy thing?
Other than toothy
and-
thing.
Remus attempts to imitate the voice of the bat. Toothy thing.
I take your word for it.
Listen, when
but
you can
what's
talk
mo-
with animals and mentally talk to things at the same time, I'll let you get the fucking descriptions, all right?
No, and Craren is profusely just saying, no, that wasn't a critique at all. It was more of a, if we knew, general size or location or, any description other than just toothy thing.
I mean, does it really matter? We're going to have to kill it anyway.
That is entirely fair, but knowing if we're up against a troll or a overgrown rat.
Look, I am a mercenary. I get paid to kill shit. I've been told where the shit is. I am going to go and kill it.
Where is shit? Lead the way, good sir.
And he will lead the way around the back around the stairs. And call out to everyone as we go to say, come on, this way. Oh, shit, 2 seconds. I am struggling using the tablet. There we go. And he'll get to kind of here. And he'll kind of point and say, so the bats exit the cave over there. And the toothy thing is over there. And the previous adventurers are also over there.
Can someone ping the thing? Because player don't necessarily understand.
Yep. So you can
I can't
see there's a collection of ruins right here that seems to vaguely have the shape of a building, and that's where Remus is pointing at. There are
It's building adjacent.
Yeah, it's a bunch of fallen in walls, and then there are some walls that are high enough to obscure your vision of the area.
That's fair.
Most of them seem to be made out of this same gray marble type stone that the statue was made out of. Kind of hard to tell exactly what color it is because, dark. There's slight bit of light coming from the tree, but what it tells you is it's a pale gray stone over at the southern corner of this place. And you can guess that the rest of the ruins are the same color.
Well, I suppose we should get to killing.
should we dispatch the tree first, then the beast, or vice versa? How should we do this?
Well, the bats did say that killing the tree might piss off the toothy thing.
So, in order to find the toothy thing, let's throw a torch at the tree and hope it burns and brace for impact. Does that make sense?
All right.
I will make sure I position myself close to wherever the entrance to the building is. Somewhere like here.
Okay. Everyone, please give me a perception check.
I mean, I can tell you that it will be a 2, considering everything else we've rolled this so far.
Hey!
I'm going to move myself over here. I can do some good range stuff. Ooh.
Hello.
Oh, I not 20'd
Wow.
that. Wow.
So now it works.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like it.
It is. It does. I mean, I'm not arguing against it. It's more of a when we try to investigate things because it's fun and to explore things and do silly stuff about. Nope.
Shit.
What did you do?
No, nothing. It's fine. My mouse was over the. My cursor was over the weasel, and for a minute there, the icon looked like a weird, misshapen monster. I'm fine. I thought. That
All right then.
I thought that I'd suddenly seen a very strange monster on the map. It's fine. We're fine. It's fine.
Fair enough. Romulus, as you walk past the ruins, a sign of a sound, not sign, a sound of scraping catches your attention, and looking around a bit, you can tell that there are there are a lot of bats above you, but over the ruins they seem to be like clustering more into like swarms more than the other ones. And you can see these bats start moving and waking up rapidly. And the scraping is their tiny little claws against the cavern roof and also along the walls, whatever remains of the ruins. Oren, as you pass to where you're standing right now, you look around for a brief moment, kind of unsure what you're really looking at. This place looks ancient, overgrown, torn down. The ages have not been kind, and you're having a hard time grasping why someone would set up here. And then out of the corner of your eye, you sense movement. And as you look around, hanging from the lower ceiling, you see a face. A woman's face. Her eyes completely black, hair hanging down. And as she opens her mouth to hiss, you see long fangs from her upper jaw.
Slightly more deranged cousin to cousin it.
Well, shit.
And she runs forward in the ceiling towards you. Not like Exorcist style where her face is turned, but just like towards you. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Ooh. Let's continue with that. Well, shit.
I have lost my initiative thing.
Bravo.
Well, that happened.
Nice.
There it is.
Both ends of the spectrum.
I have not rolled initiative yet, for some reason.
23.
How did that happen?
What?
I mean, net 20 and a +3 modifier?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll be fucked.
Okay. Roll 20. Do you have to be annoying like this?
I was about to answer you when you said you have to be, and the answer is probably.
Vampire spawn and swarm of spiders. Oh my god.
Craren doesn't know that, on the other hand.
Nope. The only one knowing all of this is Oren, who notice.
has so far said, "Fuck."
Yes.
He said shit. He would point out the vampire spawn or whatever it is over there.
Is that just as it arrives in front of his face?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
No,
you,
like,
you
he'd
see
say,
this
like-
one above me? Yeah, that one.
Yeah, you see her running like on all fours in the slightly collapsed ceiling towards Oren, and just as she reaches Oren, Karen, you see something approaching as well, and she's gonna drop down on top of Oren.
Get off
And
me.
she is going to try to bite you.
Nom.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Really?
Yes, apparently. That's what we're doing now.
So you're already sensitive to
Uh,
sunlight, right?
Shit. That'll hit.
Yeah. That was pathetic damage, though. Seriously?
I mean, there's still, what, 31?
How?
Yeah.
I
Still-
don't think I have that many hit points. Oh no, I've got 32 hit points now because I haven't leveled up on roll 20 for some reason.
Okay. Alright then. So she drops down on top of you, Oren, and bites into your shoulder. You feel this excruciating pain as her black flashing eyes looks up straight at Craren. And yeah. Oren,
So
your hit
Technically,
point.
I'd be on 1 hit point.
Yeah. Your hit point maximum is also reduced by this.
I am on 1 hit point. I have 1 hit point. Okay.
Yeah, and she just looks up and
Hey.
looks at Craren, grins, and she's going to... she's not smart enough for that. She's gonna leap over and slash at you. She's sitting on top of Oren right now, and she's gonna reach out and slash at you, Craren.
Great.
17. What's your AC?
Do I have a backup character?
You can pick
I was
one
about
from
to
my
say
army.
something similar because even if Craren were to, use shield, that's still only 15.
Alright. 9 slashing damage.
9 slashing damage.
yeah,
it
And I need
is.
you to roll a... Okay,
Oh,
never
fuck
mind.
you.
No, I read it wrong. No, 9 slashing damage. And she just reaches out, slashes across your face. And is she going to... Yeah, she's gonna remain on top of Oren. Craren, you're up.
That is not very nice of you. This is the part. You little shit.
It's fine.
Yes.
It's fine.
I'm just desperately going into the create a character menu and.
Yes.
It's standard RA, right?
Well,
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent.
All right, Craren, what are you doing?
Okay. Where is this creature even?
She's technically she's perched on top of Oren,
Yeah,
but
it's
if
more-
I
it
try to
con-
pilot, it says that. So yeah, so I'm gonna put it.
It was more of it. That was in the dark from where I was I don't even see a creature.
Ah yeah. No, so yeah, she's technically perched, still perched on top of Oren.
Well, fuck me sideways. What the hell would Craren actually do in this case? And I mean, in a non-party environment, he would misty step the hell out of here and hope for the best.
I mean, you could do that.
Or invisibility or something of the sort. Let's see, what the hell is the?
I mean, you can still do that. Wizards are ranged fighters, so.
I mean, yes, but at the same time, I'm also essentially I'm within melee range of this creature.
Yeah, Misty Step does not provoke opportunity attack.
I know, and I think, yeah, he'll quite plausibly. Let's see. That should be within a yay distance. Let's see. Measure something that would make sense. Yeah, something to that effect. Because he's way dead if he actually gets hit by something. Yes, Misty steps away to over here.
Okay.
Because reasons. Survivability is one of them.
Yes.
Plop. And that's an action, and
no, Misty Step is a bonus action.
Nah, yeah, it's actually a bonus action. I forgot it is a bonus action.
Yep.
Many years ago, it used to be an action, but
oh yeah,
that was really annoying because at that point you could either move or attack. It's like I can get out of dodge.
Yep.
Or not. And let's see, that's still within 30 feet. Should be able. I think that's a save, right?
You can use a cantrip if you want, yes. Not a spell.
Yeah. Which is what I'm pondering. Yeah, let's see if this works. Let's see.
Ooh.
That's.
Okay.
That's a Constitution save.
Okay. Con save. That's a 7. That's a fail.
Mm.
Well, that's cute.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, nice. Okay.
Okay, so how do you even roll damage on that?
Just roll 1d4.
I
so on the right, on your left side, you have at the bottom of the icons, you have a dice. At the top of a dice icon.
Oh yeah, over there.
Yeah, and at the top
Plop.
you have.
There you go.
So 1 necrotic damage, and she falls prone. So she falls. You see this creature just fall off of Oren and land on her back, hissing and growling as she does.
Sorry, what was that? Everything.
Yeah, that whole bit cut out for me.
Better now?
Yeah, we're hearing you. We're hearing you. It just cut out. Just went silent. It's not that you were far away. It just was nothing for maybe 10 seconds.
Okay, so yeah, you see her like stiffen up and then just fall off of Oren and land on her back. As she failed the save and took damage.
What just
Oh
happened?
yeah, wait. Roll 1 additional d4. Because your guys are level 5 now, so you roll 2d4.
Yeah, sure. I mean, what could possibly be worse? So yeah, there you go.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, she's still prone. The necrotic damage didn't seem to do as much as you would have thought, but it still did some damage, and she's still prone.
Yes.
Anything else you want to do? You still have your movement.
I mean, doesn't necessarily need even more movement.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's see. Then it's the first swarm of bats' turn. They are dumb as bloody rocks, so we are going to do this. This swarm is going to fly over to Craren. And it's going to...
I like the fact that I don't even see any of the other bats. Because they are outside of the walls, I'm going to assume.
They are behind the walls of the ruins, the last standing walls of the ruins. They are behind those, so you don't have line of sight.
That's fair.
Yeah, and they're gonna try to bite. That's a 5, natural 1 for a 5. So you've all around you, you have this swarm of bats trying to bite you, and they seem to almost fly into each other.
Oh dear.
And their tiny little teepsies are not getting through your clothing. Second swarm of bats are going to... 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna roll on a d4. Nope. They are going to attack the... they are going to attack Oren.
Shit.
So... 22.
Oh, really?
That will hit.
Bye, RM.
I'd like to point something out. Adana.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
This is going to be fun. Oh dear.
You have 1 hit
Okay.
point, and I rolled a 5.
Not only do I have 1 hit point, my hit point max is 1 now.
Yep.
Oren is no more.
You see the swarm come in and just cluster around Oren, and then when it disperses, Oren is no longer standing.
Yep.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
sorry.
It's fine.
I did not anticipate
That's 5 times max hit points. Yeah, well,
Yeah. From bats.
Yep.
The last swarm, you are unfortunately gone for now. Which means that the ape vanishes, if I remember right. Yep.
I think so.
If not, we'll put him back in. But I do believe he vanishes, and it's the swarm of spiders' turn. And oh, they are even dumber. Okay. So 1, 2, 3.
count 8. That's just how many is in order, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Can they even move that far?
This is just Christmas present to herself, a party TPK.
Mhm.
The spiders are going to dash here. And that's the end of their turn.
Gods, I'd like to see spiders dash because skitty.
Skitty. You see a couple of the bats up in the ceiling, just grab a few of them and just munch as they pass by in between the clusters of bats. Romulus.
Okay, knowing that I've got a health potion in my backpack,
Mm-hmm.
I would say now would be a very good time to probably use it. Wouldn't everyone agree?
I'm not sure that works.
Yeah,
Not
no.
on undead dead people.
Oren is
Yeah.
dead.
Actual
I'm
dead.
dead.
Ah,
Yes.
okay.
As in proper dead.
Yeah.
Proper. Okay. In that case, then I am going to I'm gonna take a whack at these spiders. Then do I too close to use agonizing blast? So I am going to use. What am I going to use? I'm going to use mind spike on these spiders.
Okay, mind spike. It is. What do I need? It's an intelligence save, right?
Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw for on the spiders.
Yes.
Swarm of spiders. Wisdom save. That's a 6.
Yep. They fail, so they take 12 psychic damage.
12. You send a spike into the swarm, and you see spiders just start dropping, hitting the ground, disturbing the dirt around, just shattering it. More of the bats, the neutral bats, keep swarming around you, picking up the dead spiders and eating them. For some reason, my music decided to die. Why?
Oh no.
Hello, Sirenscape. You are great when you work. Why are you not working? Oh well. You have the swarm of spiders in one hit as they keep falling around you. You still have movement and your bonus action.
Can I attack with a bonus action, or is that... No, I can't remember. It's been a little while.
You do have Hexblade's Curse, I think.
Ooh, yes, I forgot about that.
And I don't know what spells you picked up for your level up, if any. You do have level 3 spells now.
I don't think I looked into that because I was so focused on the Eyes of the Boomkeeper. I'll have a look into that. But anyway, I do have Hexblade Curse.
Sorry.
Bless you.
Prosit.
Bless you.
Sorry. I'm going to mute because that's going to keep happening.
Okay. Starting first level, gain the ability to place a bang. Or curse on someone as bonus action. Choose a creature you can see within 30 feet. The target is cursed for 1 minute. Curse ends early. The target dies. You die. Until the curse ends, you gain the following benefits. Gain a bonus to damage rolls against the cursed target. Okay, yeah, I will cast Hexblade's Curse on the spiders because I'm not entirely sure if I can see the vampire spawn from where I'm at.
Yeah, you can see her.
Okay.
So I think so. Yeah.
She's in
yeah, she's in shadow. She's well, that's because I put it in the wrong place. She would be over here because you would like she fell off Oren, but there's a wall there, so she would have fallen on the side.
Gotcha.
So yeah, you can see the spiders, you can see the bats that killed Oren, and you can see the vampire spawn.
Okay, I will place Hex. I'll Hex the. Oh, I don't know. The vampire spawn. Go for it.
All right. Okay, we're gonna put the. Hello. There we go. Nope. There it is. Roll 20. We're gonna put the Hexblade's Curse on the vampire spawn. You deal additional damage to her when you hit. So there we go. You still have movement if you want to move.
I'm gonna take. Okay. Yeah, I'll go here.
Okay. Remus.
Okay. Remus is going to fly into a rage at his innuendo buddy being killed.
Okay.
And the vampire spawn's currently prone, right?
Yes, she is.
What type of ground is she on? Like, is it stone, sand?
It's kind of like a combination of gravel and sand.
Okay. What I would like to do is charge towards her.
Okay.
Basically take fly, like, kind of, and then kind of jump on top of her. And as I'm landing, I would like to use the butt of my great axe and kind of pierce her to kind of pin her to the ground.
Okay. Yeah, I'll allow that. Roll an attack with advantage because she's prone.
Is it super advantage? Because I... Oh no, hold on. Fuck's sake.
You have to...
I could. I'd have to reckless attack if I wanted to do it.
Yes.
Oh, fuck it, I would reckless attack. So it would be with super advantage then.
Yep.
Or like double advantage. Come on. Been doing so well. Right, I'm gonna have to roll this 3 times, I'm afraid.
Okay, that's fine. Nice. That 26 will definitely hit.
Clonk.
Okay, perfect.
I think I'm back.
Welcome back. Yeah, the 26 will definitely hit. Give me an athletics check.
I have advantage because I am raging.
Yup. Yeah, you come down with such force that you like the great as you hear it crack through this kind of parchment like skin of the vampire spawn and jam it in there and pin her all the way through. Do roll advantage for your great axe hit. Oh no, grow that damage. Brain. All right. So. And this was with the great axe, not the hammer.
Correct, yes.
Okay.
Because I'm not overly bothered if the shaft of the great axe breaks in an attempt to escape, but I like my hammer.
Okay. Even though you pin her all the way through, it doesn't seem to have dealt as much damage as you would expect being pierced by the shaft of a great axe would deal in terms of damage.
Okay.
You do have a second attack because level 5.
I was going to ask whether or not I am allowed to do a second attack.
Yep.
The warhammer will come out and I will
Nice.
smash down on her head.
Swing, batter, swing.
21 hits.
I was attacking recklessly, so I should crit hit, shouldn't I? I should do one more because she's prone.
Yep. So roll one more d20.
Yep. Sorry, 2 seconds. Playing on a tablet is not easy.
Yeah. I had
That
That rolled, yes. 21 still hits. I had completely forgot that you can speak with animals, so I thought this potion would take longer.
You mean you keep forgetting that I keep doing my Disney princess stuff?
Yes.
Oh dear.
It's two-handed, so it's the 3 plus the 2, so the warhammer only does 5 damage. Oh no, you need that. Then I need to add.
Yeah, you need to
5
add
to that. Sorry, so 8 plus 2, so 10 in total.
Nice.
So 8 bludgeoning, 2 rage.
10. As you bring the hammer down on top of her head, you see bits of a fang fly out and just scatter. The hammer seemed to have done a lot more damage than the great axe did.
Noted. And that is my turn.
All right.
Sorry, I need to move a bit closer, don't I? Is she above Oren?
She would be like where Oren was standing is a wall, so she would have hit the wall and fallen off with the cantrip that Kraden cast. So she would, So she is roughly where you see her on the map.
Okay. Would the spiders get an opportunity attack as a result of that running, leap, and movement
Do they?
thing?
Yeah, I think so. They are creatures, so yes, they would. So bite. That's a 12 to hit.
No, that misses.
Okay. You feel a few of the spiders drop down on you and try to bite, but it doesn't bite through your clothing at all. All right. It is the vampire spawn's turn. She's gonna try to break out because you have her grappled at this moment. No. Gee. A 6. It's not gonna break her out. You see her struggling back and forth, trying to get rid of the great axe shaft stuck in her abdomen, but does not succeed. Kraden.
Kraren. The downside of doing things is single target things, and this is a swarm, but that's not how game mechanics works.
No. No, it's not.
Which is kind of fucky, but it is what it is. But yeah, Hail, to avoid further flappy flaps, he'll produce a mote of radiant, it's shining, not radiant damage. Shining.
Okay.
It's radiating orange energy and vaguely into where bats are, flailing around, fluffing around. It's like, it should hit one of you fuckers, and just lobs it in a general direction, hoping that they will fly into it.
Okay. What are you casting?
Because the chromatic orb.
All right.
Because reasons.
Okay. Roll an attack with. You would be at disadvantage because they're so close.
Yes. Let me plop, motherfucker. Let's see.
That still hits.
I mean, yes. 23 or 24.
Yeah, I mean,
23,
fuck
but,
your disadvantage. Okay. So if you click on where it says chromatic orb on the box.
Yes, and plop.
Nice. Okay. What type? You said fire damage?
Yes.
Well, in a shrieking cascade of flaming bats, the whole swarm falls at once.
Yay.
I'm just going to assume that it hits one of them, and then because one is on fire and, they are flailing violently, they are just cascading, firing, hopping to one, hopping to next, hopping to one, hopping to next. That's sort of what happens in my mind.
For a brief moment, the area is actually colorful with green moss, white sand, Kraden in his regular clothing, a kind of greenish grey tint to the cavern walls, and then everything goes back to the grey scale of dark vision.
It was great while it lasted, lads.
Yep.
Foomp.
That one's dead. Do you want to move? Do you want to do a bonus action?
Don't have any cool bonus actions. That would make sense in this instance.
All right. Thank you. Okay. You staying there?
Yes, because alive bits is cool.
All right. The swarm of bats that so unceremoniously killed Oren earlier are going to flop on over to Remus and try to hit you. For 22.
Yes.
Which I assume hits. For 6 piercing damage, have to 3 because you're raging.
Yep.
All right.
It's but a spite.
This one does. They just flap around, flail around as well. But yes, they just happen to graze you while flying around you. It's like, yeah, you were in the way.
Remus giggles
Nothing
as one of them
more.
finds a ticklish point.
Yep. There are bats all over you right now. Just.
Oh no, so many bats.
The spiders are gonna run over to you, Romulus, and try to bite you. Where are my spideys? There are my spideys. Half HP or less.
Spider bro. Spider bro.
For a 17. You're muted.
That does hit, yes.
For 5 piercing damage.
Oh, the pain.
I know, it's so impressive. You see that, Lilith?
Oh, no.
Romulus, you're up.
Hello. Okay, I am... Okay. No one's in my immediate vicinity, so I'm gonna...
Okay.
And I'm gonna thunk the spiders.
All right. Give me a quick perception check.
Perception.
You see the blade flash for a moment. Kind of strange, little bit of a light. Either sparks from being drawn or something else. Maybe Lynette is throwing a tantrum. I'm not sure. Yeah. Roll an attack for the spiders.
Interesting. Oh, hang on. No. That's what I need. Here we go.
I mean, it hits.
Yeah. We could use that attack if you want.
Yep, go for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll use that.
You cut through somehow the swarm, taking a bunch of the last few spiders with you in the process, and all you hear in the back of your mind is spiders. Why?
Not fond of spiders?
They're so base and boring. All right. Anything else you want to do? Do you have movement in your bonus action? And you have another attack.
In that case then, can I attack these bats?
Let me double check so I don't
Remus?
tell you lies, but I do believe that Hexblades get a second attack at level 5.
Ooh.
The Hexblade at level 5. Nope. I was telling lies. Ignore me.
Okay.
Sweet little lies.
Yeah. Oh no, it's the Eldritch Blast. You get 2 beams.
Oh.
Ooh.
actually don't know.
So no, you don't get an extra attack. I was
Sorry.
sure you do get an extra attack at level 5. I'm gonna have to look that up between sessions, but yeah. But no, you still have movement.
In
and
that case, then
bonus.
I'll stay where I am at.
Okay. Remus.
Remus smash.
All right. Roll attack.
I'm
With
continuing to go
advantage.
for this person. Go for this prone creature's head. I will do so recklessly.
Okay. Yeah, that hits.
Hold on. I'm crit fishing here.
You rolled a crit.
Oh, did I? I can't see my rolls.
It's a 28. Not
Oh,
20
okay.
for 28.
Oh, in that case, I can't. Sorry, I can't see my rolls when I'm using the tablet. I can only roll.
Okay.
So it's two-handed. So it would be the 10 and the 9, so 19.
Yep.
Rage is doubled.
No, it's the roll. It's the dice rolls.
Okay, so that's 19 then, plus 5 is 24, plus the 2 for the rage. So 26.
Okay. Yeah, your hammer falls down on her head, dealing a whopping 26 points of damage.
Plomp.
And you see more of her face cave in. She's still hissing and growling at you.
Excellent. I smack again.
Okay.
Go to sleep.
26 will hit. You can roll again if you want.
Oh shit, that was an unarmed strike.
No, that was war. Okay, 26 still hits.
Okay, fine. Uh, 26, here we go. So again, that's 7 plus 5 is 12 plus 2, so another 14 damage.
Nice. She is looking really hurt at this point.
Okay.
Still spitting and growling at you.
I was
You
going
have-
to come up with a really, really good quip, but I can't be bothered. Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm just going to stand there and just like keep wailing on it with this warhammer.
Okay. It is the vampire spawn's turn. She is going to try to swipe at you, Remus, with disadvantage.
You know, trying to get loose. But I mean, yeah, melee distance, I guess.
Yeah. 10. At you, Remus. Does a 10 hit you?
Sorry, I forgot I was on mute. 14 is my AC, so no, it doesn't.
Okay. Second attack is a 26.
Cool.
You take... Really? You take 14 slashing damage, half to 7.
Okay.
That was a crit, by the way.
I mean,
Oh, the joys of being a barbarian. Yes, I'll tank a couple of crits. It's fine. Carry on.
I just like the fact that you know, disadvantage and things being what it is, whatever.
Oh yeah, never mind. Yeah, it doesn't hit at all. Never mind. That was disadvantage. That was a nat 1.
Yes.
Oh, I wanted damage.
However, nat 1 versus nat 20 on the same you know roll.
Yep.
Fun.
That's true.
So she's trying to grab at your foot, Remus, but she can't quite reach you, even though you're very close, because there's a great axe hilt in her chest. And she's having a very bad time about it.
I didn't like the fact that she climbed on the ceiling. It's very much a case of you're staying on the ground. Thank you very much.
Like normal people.
All right.
It's not natural.
All right, Craren, you're up.
doesn't look very well, did you say?
No, she really doesn't look well at all.
Hmm.
She's having a really hard time about it.
Let me just something. So that should be. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. Line of sight should be good. There's no corners.
Yeah, you have line of sight.
Yeah.
You should have line of sight. Yes.
I think she's. It would be safe to assume that she's facing away from Cryer. Not that that really matters.
Yeah, no, she fell off Oren, and so her head is pointing towards you. She's looking up at Remus at this point.
Yeah. But yes. Let's see if this actually works. That would be kind of handy. It would help. But yes, Craren again produces a small orange glowing orb and hurls it in the general, at what seems to be, from where he's standing, what looks to be the torso area of this creature, and hopes to some deity that it actually hits, because it would be rather unfortunate if it hits someone behind it.
Yeah. So normally, because she's prone, I would say you're at disadvantage, but because she's pinned to the ground, she's restrained. It's a straight roll, because restrained usually gives advantage, so it cancels out. I mean, it still hits, so you know.
It still hits, yeah.
That was nearly a crit as well.
Let's see, what would that be? That would be, yeah, can do that. I can do that. Plop, and let's see what damage it is. Hopefully more than 2.
Nice. Okay, so...
That's a decent amount of fire damage.
23 fire damage. Yikes, she's not having a great time at all. You can see, like, she's burned, she's bleeding, half her face is gone. She has a great axe sticking out of her chest.
She's having a great time.
Yeah, great axe time! And whatever life force she managed to drain from Oren is now leaking out into the ground.
I just want the life force back, that's all I want.
Yeah, fair
Someone
enough.
should probably ask her a question.
Can we get some of that like vampire blood into Aurum and just like make some sort of like vampire thing?
I mean,
don't go down that route.
She's a spawn, so it doesn't work that way. Okay, Craren, you have movement and bonus.
Yeah, Craren likes it over here.
Kenny.
Okay.
Because he's a flimsy little chicken shit.
Yeah, I mean, he's a wizard. You're allowed to be that. Swarm of bats. So you were reckless last time. That means they have advantage. For 24. That's a nat 20. Ooh, that tickles. Yes, it will. For a whopping 10 piercing damage, half to 5. Because swarms of bats are annoying. But that's all they are.
I do enjoy being a barbarian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's handy.
Yeah.
In more than one way.
They are they going to? No, they're not. Okay, Romulus, you're up.
I am gonna mind spike these bats.
Okie doke.
There's a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Of
Yeah,
5.
They take 11 damage.
Okay. With a shriek,
Plop.
you see half the swarm just fall to the ground around Remus's feet. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
No, I'd say that's me done.
Okay, Remus.
I smacky smack.
All right, go for it.
I do so recklessly again.
Okay.
25.
25? Yeah, 25 is the highest.
Okay, perfect. Oh, fuck. So it's 12.
All right. She is not having a grand old time at all. She's hanging on by a thread at this point.
I mean, how long can we be hanging on by a thread? It's a mighty long thread at this point.
I mean, Craren, you can give me a history check if you want. History or Arcana.
I mean, plop.
Second attack does another 16 damage.
All right. Remus, how do you want to do it?
I mean, he's literally just been smacking into her head with the warhammer. So I'm assuming at a
Sooner
certain point in
or
time,
later.
it's
Yeah.
just going to pop.
Yeah, her head just crashes into a pile and her body goes limp on the ground.
Yeah, and then he's just going to stand there, breathing heavily, possibly soaked in the blood, considering it was like...
Yeah.
It was a good six taps, was that? 7 taps?
Mm-hmm.
I can't
Like,
remember.
it has splattered all over you at this point.
So,
Because-
is that her blood or Oren's?
Yes.
Did both.
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. There's still the bats behind you. Remus?
That's fine. I've done both of my attacks, so I can't do anything. I'm just going to stand there and...
Okay.
Also,
Yeah.
if the target has been hex dies, I believe that
You regain stuff.
I regain hit health points. So I will do that. There we go. Just for a double check.
So, let me see.
So,
X-Space Curse. The target's curse. Gain
Yeah, I think it's
bonus.
like level, my warlock level plus my charisma modifier.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha.
So 5 plus your charisma.
Yeah, I'm at full health now anyway, so it's all fine.
Nice, nice. And Craren, you see...
Craren
Yeah.
moves because he's obvious. Situations have changed so that he will not immediately die while moving, and that's a good thing.
Yep.
Craren enjoys the being alive thing. That deal is sweet.
Yes.
But considering this is tiles, it's more of a he wants to be closer to Monsieur dead.
Okay, you are within, 5 feet is what you control, that square.
Yes.
So you can stand, by his feet if you want to.
Uh-huh. And muttering to himself while holding a hand on Oren's leg, muttering to himself that by the powers that granted to me that awakened this body for me, as he cast Revivify.
Yeah, holy shit.
Yes.
Am I alive?
Oren, you for a moment felt cold as all these bats just attacked you, and then darkness happened. and there
Oh
was
dear.
a strange sensation. You could, for a brief moment, you felt the scent of elderberries and lavender. And then you feel a hand on you, look up, you see Craren, and your whole body hurts. You come back and you have 1 hit point. Your hit point maximum is back, but you have 1 hit point.
Excellent.
Sucks.
But I now have 32 hit points again, so yeah, I think he just sort of opens one eye and it's just. Ow.
I think now would be a good time for that health potion, don't you? Let's deal with these.
We
bats.
still have bats,
Yeah. Let's.
and Craren has exactly 0 other things to do. So yeah,
Okay. It's the.
I mean he could do other things, but considering it's a spell,
Yeah.
this step is still what it is.
Yeah, you already used a spell this turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the swarm of bats' turn. They're gonna keep wailing on Remus, not Remus, Remus. 4. That's going to hit. You okay, cat? Okay. That's a whopping 3 piercing. Have to 1.
Think.
That almost tickled.
This is the point where death by 1,000 cuts eventually will get him, boys.
Basically, Romulus, you've
Okay.
used your 2 spells. So
I have, yes. I have. So I don't want to risk using my sword in such close proximity of everyone else, especially when one of them is on 1 health point. So
Yep.
I'm gonna sheath my sword and use my dagger
Okay.
on them. So let's go for boop.
You do. Well, you do have advantage because they are flanking. If you want, 22 hits.
22 is fine. I'll move over as well just to. Yeah.
You managed to cut through 4 of the bats in quick succession.
Yay.
Stabby, 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 stab.
Stabby, 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 stab. Anything else you want to do? You have a bonus action and movement. Some movement left.
No, I'd say that's about it.
Alright. Remus. He said be right back, so I don't know. What he wants to do.
I'm
My
going to
guess.
assume smash, but
Yes.
Yeah. He uses Warhammer as like glorified fly swatter.
Remus smash. Remus go. Let me smash.
I mean, smash.
Hello, Jack. You're up late. Or early. I'm gonna say for expedience because
Doom.
you know,
Door.
Remus isn't here. Knowing his general disposition, just for fun, let's do this. Let's do Warhammer 200. No,
Hammer.
why do I only have?
Warhammer.
18.
I mean,
Hammer.
will hit.
Hammer.
Hammer. It is, however. Nope, that's not what I wanted to roll. That would have been fun, though. Yeah, Yeah, he turns around, swings, and smashes the bats to bits with the warhammer. And we are officially out of combat.
Thank God for that.
As you look around, this with the dead swarms of bats and spiders, the dead vampire spawn at Remus's feet, a very, very hurt Oren is on the ground, looking up at you.
Ow.
I'm gonna proceed to give you one of the health potions because I think you might need it.
I think I might need it too.
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
I was.
Ah.
Okay. What do we roll for like a regular health potion?
Regular health potion is.
A regular health potion is then a 2d4.
I think so. It's 2d4 plus 2, if I remember right. Let me double
Yeah,
check.
with modifier, yeah. Potion of healing, I'm going to assume. Yeah, that's
Yes.
2d4 plus 2.
Yep.
I'll do that. So you get 6 health back.
Thank you.
Hey, that's still something.
That's
Fabulous.
more
I know I
the-
damaged myself for 6, which should have been fun.
I mean, it was more than what you started this fight with.
Yes.
Well, it was more than what you had after the first round of combat.
Right.
So that was nasty.
Oh,
We still have a
like-
tree to burn down.
We do.
what happened? Bloody hell.
We killed everything. I'm
You
quite
see the
curious-
thing on the ground? Points towards the now very dead vampire spawn. That thing.
Yeah. That thing bit me.
Yes. And then bats happened.
and spiders.
Yeah. Yeah.
While they're talking, I'm going to have a look in here, see if there's anything of interest around this little
All right.
area.
Give me a investigation check.
Investigation. I'm terrible at finding things.
You do snoop around a bit. It's a little bit difficult. Most of it is covered in bat guano and dust
Ew.
and gravel.
Tasty.
You do find... Yes?
Does the tree look flammable? As in, it's in a cave. Is it in a wet cave or is it a dry cave? Is it essentially a huge pile of tinder?
From what you can tell, it's looks sort of flammable. It's a little bit moist down here. You figured that holding a torch to it for a couple of minutes might set it on fire. But like a cantrip, probably not. Romulus, looking around, you don't really find all that much of interest. You do find a few coins in a corner, like scattered in an area. You find 1 gold piece, 9 silver pieces, and 2 copper pieces.
Okay.
Ow.
So that's a 6, 9 silver, 18, and how many copper? Sorry.
2.
2. Nice. Okay, that's something.
Nice.
Did you just type that in chat, or
I did.
because it's nicely formatted? I was like, did you just press buttons to do this, or did you? No.
No, I just typed it out.
Huh.
Ah.
Hmm.
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 All right.
Okay. Well, I'll be like, I've had a look in here and I found a few coins, but if you fancy having a more thorough search, you're more than welcome to before we burn this tree down.
I guess I'll have a squiz.
All right.
I'm also curious
Is that
beyond this lake
is that
as well.
investigation?
Yeah, it would be.
That's a 12.
You do snoop around a little bit. You can see the area where the coins were, because it's more disturbed than the rest. And looking, like digging a little bit where the coins were, you find what looks like a book that at some point has taken both fire and water damage.
I think I found something.
Oh.
Looking at it, can he make out any text or anything, or is it too badly damaged?
You can easily open it. Like, if you hold it, most of the pages seem to have been damaged somehow, but some are strangely pristine.
Question.
Yes.
I believe I've got mending. I know it wouldn't fix the writing, but would it be able to sort of stabilize the pages or something so when touching it they wouldn't rip? So
yeah, I'd
if
say
he's
so.
doing that, he would like to cast mending as he's sort of looking through, just to try and minimize further damage.
Okay. Absolutely, you can do that. Like you said, the text is not restored, but it's easier to flip through, and most of it seems to be damaged in some ways. But flipping through, you do see writing, and there's strange symbols and what looks like equations on the pages that are not damaged.
Does this look like a wizard spellbook by any chance?
Being an arcane caster, as bards are, most of it doesn't look like a spell book, but the undamaged pages look like spell scrolls.
I think we got some spell scrolls here, guys.
Ooh. As I have like eyes of the runekeeper now, am I able to like decipher any of it, or?
Give me an Arcana check.
Yeah, he'll definitely hand it over to you once he's stabilized those pages. Just if you think you can make heads or tails of this, by all means.
Yeah. Looking it over, it doesn't look like spells you recognize. You know you can cast a few spells that seem to be given to you by some form of entity, possibly Lynette, maybe something else, but it's not spells that you learned. These are arcane spells, and you might be able to cast them, but you're not sure. But they seem to be not, like, two of them look simple enough. One of them makes you invisible. So basically what it is find familiar, disguise self, and invisibility. The spell scroll versions of them.
Is there anything interesting about this tree?
Uh,
I'm just mostly wondering. It's glowing, and there's skulls. I mean, he knows about things, but more of this tree in particular, is it something going on with it? Why is it doing the thing it's doing?
You being a wizard, as you look up at it, it seems like there's some form of continual flame that's lighting them up from inside. Kind of simple spell, high level, but simple to cast. It just takes a lot out of the caster to cast it. Can give me a history or religion check as something in your mind pings at this whole scene.
I thought it's one of those that never really sat well with me when it comes to D&D in that
Yeah.
sense.
Can I yeet him a bardic inspiration before he rolls?
Yeah, sure.
I am yeeting you a bardic inspiration before you roll. That is a D8.
Nice.
Depending on what you roll,
experience.
you get different information.
Yeah. Crown would roll religion for mostly, because it seems more likely to be some form of ritualistic thing. And while history is interesting, it doesn't necessarily explain the whys, which is what it's really after.
Yeah.
I'll hold on to that inspiration.
Okay, with a natural 20 for 24, looking at the tree, it sparks memories of having been in Atur, one of the cities in Carnath. A similar tree, not hung with skulls in this way, but a practice of a village outside the city of Atur where they would hang fruits and with candles stuck into them, into a tree at certain points during the year to honor the dead. And something in your mind brings back to having read about it originally being skulls with candles in them, like this tree is, but then it was transformed into fruits and vegetables and gourds instead, because people took offense to humanoid skulls being hung up in a tree like a lantern.
Look, it's called recycling and repurposing.
Exactly. And especially after the last war, the practice fell out of practice. The tradition fell out of practice because so many people were, in general, creeped out about the use of undead during the war. In addition to that, one of the other reasons, you've seen...
Baron feels that is a very rather narrow-minded thing to go by.
With a 24 as well, you do remember a priest from the southern parts of Onder, a neighboring country to Carnath, talking similar to you do about it being a bit narrow-minded, a bit, recycling the dead. They wouldn't really mind, they're dead. and such, and trying to revive the use or the tradition in more places, and eventually said priest vanished while he was on mission. And you do remember that this priest, what was his name? Basilio, was seen as extreme even by the higher echelons of the Blood of Vol religion. But he was a proponent for this type of iconography.
It was a load of lore that was just unloaded upon Craren.
I'll write it out for you after the stream.
Thank you. Because I don't remember half of what you just said.
Yeah, it's fine. That's fair.
So aside from that, this tree is mundane. It's like not alive. It's not dangerous. Its skulls aren't going to fly off and attack us.
As far as you can tell, it's just the flame inside. That's a continual flame spell. The skulls themselves seem... It's humanoid skulls. There's nothing else to them.
Yeah.
Craren will mostly relate along the lines of it's just magical flames that, yes, it will upset the bats, obviously, because it's bright to them. But other than that, it's no otherwise significance to the tree that that seems to be related to Miss Chompy Chomp over there. I mean, we could torch it, but
I think that would probably annoy the bats even more.
yeah.
Can I move? Well, not necessarily move. Can I sort of yeah, I'll get within 30 feet of the tree and cast Detect Magic just to doubly make sure that thing is safe.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's being cautious. He's going to sort of make sure he has a meat shield. But yeah, he just wants to detect magic just to make sure that it's totally safe.
All right. As you cast Detect Magic, it's within 30 feet, right?
Yep.
You do see a few pings of your companions. Not more than you would expect, really. And from the tree, you do see 2 small orbs of evocation magic. Nothing more.
Which one of the twins has Speak with Animals?
Remus.
Remus, yeah.
Is it still up?
It would be. It's 10 minutes.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
just Remus, can you ask your friends if they'd like us to take those skulls away?
Sure, and I'll say out loud this time. Oi, bats. Do you want the skulls gone, but the tree to stay?
But just turn off the light.
They just want the light gone.
Right.
Can Craren snuff out the magic?
Do you have
Fire.
Dispel Magic?
Wait! Don't do that. Like, we could put them inside the cellar.
Ooh.
Right? I mean, if they've got like some sort of internal glowing flame thing, then it means that they can go inside the cellar, and then there's light down there, and we don't have to worry about torches burning out all of the time. And like, if they're down for there for a long period of time and they eventually go out, they go out.
That's very clever.
I
Craren
do, on occasions,
I
have a
mean,
brainwave.
Craren will grumble a bit about, why are we just dishonoring the dead? He won't stop you from moving them, but more at the same time, it's like this is essentially a shrine on honoring the dead, and we're just taking that away.
We're
That's
only
not a fair
taking
point.
the bits that are how to word inconveniencing
bits.
the residents that live here.
And if it bothers you that much, we could always create a small shrine in the cellar to
On
the
which
dead.
to keep them.
Yes.
I mean, from a technical point of view, you're not wrong. We're honoring the dead in a different place.
Yes, it would be less. Look, how about this? We'll take them out of here, and from there, you can decide how this is best done. I just feel personally that would it be more or less disrespectful to dispel magic on the skulls?
Player observation. Where the hell is the door?
So the rope ladder is over here. You know this.
No, the door.
Oh, I left the door with the trader.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which means that we're going to take on yay many, a dozen or so, skulls with glowing lights of them.
Oh no, there are 2 skulls.
2. There's a lot of them on the picture.
Oh yeah, no, there are only 2 that are still glowing.
Oh, only 2 that are still glowing. Yeah, but it's more of it. We're gonna hurl. We're gonna,
this one and this one.
We're going to grab glowing skulls with us. We can hide 2. That's fine, but maybe not a dozen.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. We'll take the 2 with us.
Back to the inn and do the thing, and then whenever we get back to the door, then open the door and place it.
Yes.
Player again. Yes, we can do 2. That shouldn't be a problem to properly hide it somewhere, backpack or otherwise. That can be done. But from gathering from the pictures, like that's a lot more, and we can't do that. But yeah, if it's only 2, we can do that. We can do that and have a bit of a mini shrine, because original inhabitants doesn't necessarily seem to frequent this place anymore.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely, you can do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Farron, can you speak with the remains? Is that a magic that you have?
I mean, what the hell is the limitations of this? Yeah, within the last 10 days. Yeah, not so. But while technically, yes, these guys have been dead for a lot longer than.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh no, it fails if Speak with Dead was cast within the last within the last 10 days.
Oh, if it was cast. Oh, it doesn't actually care for the. There's a lot of undead things or necromancy things that puts the requirements on when it had to be dead.
Yeah, no. Speak with Dead. The only limitation is that
corpse must still have a mouth and can't be undead.
Yep.
Is this a boiled skull or is it a severed head? Because boiled skull is what you would normally do for, doctor's office, that kind of skeleton bits.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell. It's really, like the age has made it nearly impossible to discern. It looks kind of, that whitish, yellowish, of like aged bone.
Yeah.
It does have like tiny pock marks in it, so it might have been eaten off by vermin.
It's more of a, if it doesn't have, does it require lungs?
No, it needs a mouth, but no lungs.
Yes, but
Does
if
have
it doesn't
a
have a
mouth?
vocal tract,
Yeah,
can
no.
still verbalize?
Or
is this magical speech?
It's
Because it
magical
doesn't say.
speech. The problem is that most of these skulls don't have the lower jaw. One of the ones that are still glowing has the lower jaw still, so you might be able to speak to it, but most of the others you don't.
Well, my thought was you could ask it what it would want done with its remains.
Yeah, this is a bit. At what point does remains no longer have spirits to animate? This is sort of what I'm actually asking as a player, because mechanically there's nothing stopping me from using the spell to speak with the skulls. But it's like at some point it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
How long ago is this?
You're not sure about the age. Give me an investigation check.
Don't forget you've got bardic inspiration.
Yes.
That's not adding a lot more, but sure. It's still a nat 1 plus 4, so that's a grand total of 12 because I have a +7 modifier.
While it's hard to determine the age of the skull, the age of the tree seems like from what you can tell and what you know of trees, about 800-900 years old.
Wow.
This is
when it
old tree.
died, so it's kind of hard to tell how long it's been standing there, but you estimate 800-900 years old when it died.
The skull.
No, yeah, the tree where it was hung up on. The skull itself, again, very hard to tell, but you would estimate maybe somewhere between 100 and 150 years old.
What Craren is pondering, would it even make sense to try to talk to something that has been dead for this long?
Possibly not.
Yeah.
I mean, fire away and see if it talks, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, it's actually I forgot that it's not a touched spell.
And I'll speak of it, that is not a touch spell now.
No, but it needs to be within 10 feet, so you just tell me where to stand. Here.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, you would be roughly 5 feet under it, so.
Yeah. Up to 5 questions. Well, let's see what happens then, I guess.
Alright, you fire away. Give me an Arcana check.
Oh, you weird bleeder. Boop.
Nice. You see the spell start weaving through the air, flowing into the skull, the light of the continual flame flickers slightly and then dims. Doesn't go out, but it just dims a little as this bright greenish blue blazes into the eyes of the skull, and a soft chittering sound can be heard as the lower jaw moves, as if breathing in. Looking down at Craren, and just, who talks to the dead?
I mean, well, yes, that would be me, Craren. I have a couple of questions. Firstly, what's the last thing you remember?
The last thing I saw was the Queen standing in the doorway, wielding a sword, a dragon hand extended, and then a knife in the back, and lights out.
I'm terribly sorry to hear. This place we're currently in seems to be abandoned. A lot of time has happened since, have passed since. My question to you is that since this piece of you has been hanging here on this tree in memory of the dead for a long time, would you be okay if we were to transport you into our personal place for continued honoring of the dead?
I have no qualms with being moved.
Excellent.
My duties have faltered.
Oh dear.
At which point, I will let you rest and thank you for talking with us.
You see the light in the eyes slowly flicker out and the flame come back to full bright light. And shadows you
I
had
bet those bats are happy.
shadows you hadn't really noticed before fade away from the tree.
The question is, does this continuous flame burn is it a flame or is it a magic that looks like a flame? Because stuffing that in your backpack, it will start burning in the moment.
Yeah, no. So the spell description is the effect looks like regular flame, but it creates no heat and doesn't use oxygen.
Yeah. What the hell is that?
It's called continual flame.
Yes, that one. Cantrip, right?
No, it's a second level spell, and it's active
My bad.
until dispelled.
It's weird that way.
Mm-hmm.
Because it doesn't have any limitations on that, and it's like, but when are you going to actually use it in a normal scenario? as a player. Yeah, let's put it
If
here.
I had
And
continual flame, I would use it at the end of a long rest
Yeah.
on everything that I could
Yeah.
get my grubby little paws on before going to bed, honestly.
I mean,
Well, think of it this way. That's how you make an ever bright lantern, I believe. So, you could just sell those fuckers.
that is also true, but at the same time, it's not like we need the actual campfire warmth for that bit.
It
So
doesn't
there's that.
produce heat, so
Yeah, but thermal cube does.
Yeah.
Which is my point. Excellent. Let's stuff this in the backpack.
Yes,
All right.
let's.
And as you stuff the 2 skulls in the backpack, yep, and make your way towards the rope ladder to ascend into the tavern proper, that is where we're gonna wrap this session.
And